Okay. Hey, Soul Seekers. It is intuitive energy healer Kathy Weiss here. And I am just like coming right off the top of the bat and saying that if technology dorks out one more time on us, I'm going to get the message that maybe we're supposed to save this for tomorrow or something like that, because we are starting about 12 minutes late. And then I started and everything shut down on me again. So be patient, bear with me. If the video cuts out, I will do my best to probably try again tomorrow. There is something going on in the universe today. I do not know. But thank you for joining me live or watching this later. I'm going to dive into an intuitive reading. And the thing with intuitive readings, not a psychic, I cannot predict your future. I do feel your energy and I get healing messages and practical guidance for you. And what people tell me is that it's super affirming. It helps provide clarity. And then it channels through me practical action step type guidance that will give you something to do now to help you move forward towards where your soul is calling you next. And the thing with these live videos is because someone is going to win the live reading, but they're still sort of the message are conveyed in a way that it like provides information. Hey, Ashley said, oh, I've come in at just the perfect time. I think so, Ashley. You know what? I think that like the whole delay was kind of meant for someone in particular to be able to be here with us. So it's all good. But what I was saying is that when we do these live readings, the intention is that the right person comes out for the right reason. And there is always information hidden in there for anyone who's watching, not just the person who wins. So sometimes that real specific, like practical action step guidance is vague or non-existent. And so if you're like, I really am, where is that specific piece? That's when you reach out to me and we work privately one-on-one, because I guarantee you everyone who works with me privately comes away with like 2 or 3 things to do that will help them move forward besides the healing messages. Okay. So today the color is orange. Like, holy cow, is like, wear the orange sweater, put on the orange crystals. I got another one down here for you. And a couple things about orange. Number one, it's the color of the second chakra. So your first chakra is straight up survival, food, water, clothing, shelter. Boom. Your second chakra is a little bit more about creativity and desire. Hey, Lindsay, nice to see you, sister. So with the second chakra, it's not just food, it's that I want that food. It's not just clothing. Thank you. Thank you. It's a pretty color, isn't it? Very fall also. Ashley says she loves my sweater. So second chakra, create, not just like I need a house, I want that house. So it's desire and it's creativity, and it's about creating the things that you desire in the world. And I feel like I was really called to the color orange today because I'm picking up a lot of creative energy in general. Like, as far as the people who shouted out today, you're kind of a quieter group. Like, a lot of times it's kind of noisy and people are like, pick me, and I'm freaking out or whatever. But even with the concerns that everyone has today, there's sort of a nice mellow overtone. Like, nobody is falling emergency like apart. And here's why. We recently ended one energetic season, which was Pitta, fire, heat, activity, productivity. And we're moved into the energetic season of Vata. Vata is air, wind, movement, and change. But we're early in the Vata season, and so we haven't built up an excess of it yet. So when Vata is nice and mellow and balanced, we are more creative. We're a little bit more fluid, a little bit more introspective, and able to be in the world in sort of a softer, more problem-solving creativity sort of way. And I feel like with Halloween, everybody is like carving their jack-o'-lanterns and costumes, and all of this fun sort of lighthearted creative energy is around us. Now, as Vata builds and some of us start to build excess, and we'll start to feel that somewhere between Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, depending on your personal energy, you're going to start to feel more anxious, worried, scatterbrained, like airheadedness, distracted, unfocused. then we'll kind of start to hone in a little bit more on what to do about that energy. But right now, like I said, it's kind of like everybody's super chill and we're feeling, even with the concerns that we have in our lives, we're feeling pretty good and we're handling stuff. And like I said, everybody's like really creative right now. So there's we're all kind of in a sweet spot. So as I reach in and pull someone out of my mat as I have our teacup hat to win today's intuitive reading, know that what I'm feeling is like it's going to be a pretty mellow, soft reading. Nothing is going to be like super pounding down, but it is going to still benefit everyone who's watching live or later. So let me close my eyes. I can feel pretty strongly. I've got the winner here, and today winner is Yvonne. So hey, Yvonne, congratulations for winning, and thank you for shouting out and putting your name in the teacup hat. And again, guys, just remember that even if you are not Yvonne, that this message is going to pertain to everyone. And guys, guess what? I figured out how to see all the comments. So apparently I dorked up the last few weeks and I wasn't scrolling down to see them. But so now I can see your comments. And so thank you for complimenting my sweater. And hey, Miriam. So let's go into Yvonne's reading, okay? Sometimes maybe it's a good thing I can't see the comments all the time because I want to respond to everybody. Yeah, no. So Yvonne, what your message, so when I tuned into your energy, first of all, guys, two things can happen. Sometimes I see images or colors. That's called clairvoyance or clairseeing. And sometimes I hear words, sentences, phrases. That's called clairaudience or clear hearing. So Yvonne, your message today was clairaudient. The moment I tapped into your energy, I started to hear this information. And it says, there is nothing wrong in your life, only that which you perceive to be untrue. And nothing is like, I kind of circled it or like put a box around it. So there's nothing wrong in your life. Only that which you perceive to be untrue. And what that just came, that's exactly how it came out. But what I feel like that your guides are trying to say to you is that you're perceiving something through a false light. Like if you could just look at it from a different angle, or actually just look at it as like facts only, without the filter of telling stories and judgments and what other people are going to think and that sort of thing, you'll be able to see this thing that you're thinking is wrong very clearly and know that it is not wrong. It just is a thing that is. Okay. And then next it says, age is irrelevant. Do not let that be a limiting factor, for you are truly limitless. Oh my God, what a sweet, loving message. Okay, hear that again. Age is irrelevant. So do not let that be a limiting factor, for you are truly limitless. And I was kind of trying to, because these are like quickie little, I call it like the Costco sampler of an intuitive reading, I wasn't able to go really deep into that age message for you and know if it was your age and something that you're concerned, like, oh, I'm getting too old, or if it's another person's age in your environment, like maybe it was like a romantic interest where age is different, and you're like, oh, that whole age like thing, I'm too old or he's too old or something. Like I couldn't quite figure that out, but there's definitely that feeling of like that age is a concern. And so again, really what your message is saying is that this perception is untrue and that there is nothing wrong here. There's nothing wrong with this situation. And again, what I'm hearing really strongly and clearly is look at it just as facts and don't cloud or color it with any other stories. The fact is blah. This is the situation and there's nothing wrong with it. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull an oracle card to help support and guide this message forward. When people are working with me in person, I do invite them to choose from the top, middle, or bottom. And if Yvonne was live and wanted to comment, we would let her. But I don't think she's here with me right now or here with us right now. But I see a card kind of down here towards the bottom. Oh, come on, baby. Yes, you're the one. It is so specifically this one card. You guys, let me get it out for her. Hang on. It's like practically screaming now that I know which one it is. Okay, so the name of your card, Yvonne, is self-expression, and it says risk versus safety. And again, immediately what I'm hearing is this energy around age. and that there is something, maybe it's career. Again, I'm not sure because I'm not diving real deep into your energy with a super detailed reading right now. So it could also be more not relationship like romantic relationship, but more like career. Like I better take this safe route in my career due to my age, or I shouldn't change directions due to my age, or I shouldn't take that risk due to my age. And what's going to happen, so we talk about again in your message where it says that you could potentially be allowing your age to be a limiting factor. When we think about self-expression, really what all of our goal is to be limitless and to truly express that divine part of us that's like bursting out in each unique expression that each of us holds. And again, I'm just hearing again, like, it's not your age, it's not your age. And so don't let that perhaps like make you not want to do something based on the situation. Is like, that's as much clarity as I can get for you without going into like, so if you guys look, like these little samplers are just like a couple of sentences. But when I work one-on-one with someone and we do a full detailed reading, this is going to be like a full page to a page and a half of notes. So it is a little bit tricky for me to get everything that we could out of the reading in this amount of time. So I'm just going to pull up the cards info in the guidebook. I'm using Dr. Christiane Northrup's Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom. And I love this deck because it's very simple and it's really meant to get you thinking. And so you guys could even take a look at the card there while I'm pulling up the information and just think like, what thoughts or feelings or emotions am I having in relationship to the image or relation to the words on the card? And for me today was really a lot more about the words, but you could be having a totally different and totally valid experience. So let me real quick grab out of the guidebook, and it's just a little tiny bit here, what goes along with this message. Sometimes our unique modes of self-expression will be far ahead of where the collective consciousness of the moment lies. Light workers, we are all so far ahead, and soul seekers, people who are just interested in learning more about this, are honestly so far ahead of the collective energy of where the world is. And in those cases, it may be painful to fully express who we really are in the wider public arena. Yeah, there can be fear of ridicule or prosecution or persecution or being ostracized from your tribe or your family or your friends. I get that. As come on, I came out of the closet as a clairvoyant, someone who can see images and talk to spirit guides. Like that is like kind of on the edge for a lot of people. So if you're feeling that, I understand and I know what that feels like. Okay. As we become increasingly more comfortable with our own unique voices, however, taking our work public will become easier and safer. Always be willing to push the envelope of personal safety and security so that you can grow maximally without being overly fearful. Is it time to let go of so much safety and sing your song for a greater audience? So if I drop back, Yvonne, into your personal message, it does sound a little bit like the age and that limiting factor is probably more surrounding career and something that you want to do career-wise that maybe other people aren't doing in your field or doing it in a different way. With some, oh, here comes the orange now, and it creates, so like you're wanting to bring in a unique and creative expression into your work that nobody has ever done before, and you're really fearful of being rejected or not like there's something entrepreneurial about it, and so maybe you're afraid you aren't going to get enough business or enough clients. And what this message says is that you're a truly limitless being, and it really is sort of like your task to rise up into this creativity, because that is where the energy of fulfillment and satisfaction lie for you. so loud and clear. This message is complete. I'm glad that we grappled with it a little bit today and managed to come around and find all of the pieces of the message. So thank you everyone who tuned in live. Don't go away just yet. I wanted to just kind of drop a little teaser that this Wednesday, October 31st, happy Halloween, at 12:30, I'm going to come and talk to you and channel a message about what the heck is the deal with overwhelm. And I know this is an issue that touches a lot of women and men, and some super important healing messages and guidance is going to come through around that. So make sure you come back on Wednesday to find out what the deal is with overwhelm. And if you want your specific healing messages and your real detailed reading and practical action steps to move you forward, contact me here or via my website, which is kathy-weiss.com, and set up a private reading. Oh my gosh, look at all of these awesome comments now that I'm scrolling through. You know what I'm going to do, you guys? I'm going to say goodbye to you here and make sure that I attend to all of your comments individually. So thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all to pieces, and I will see you not only on Wednesday, but next Monday for a free live intuitive reading. Have a great one, you guys. I love you. Namaste. Bye. And bye again.